Well, finding the right attorney can be like finding a needle in a haystack. How do you know they have the experience that you need? Will they cost more than you're able to pay? Well, getting straightforward answers can be difficult when choosing a lawyer. With us today is Robert Nisnik, CEO of Shpoonkle. He is here as part of our My Empowerment series to show you how to level the playing field on finding the right attorney. Morning to you. Thanks for being here, Robert.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell I love saying Shpoonkle?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a great name, and I love the name, but what the heck is your Shpoonkle? Where did it come from? And I know I'm not alone in wanting to ask that question. We here at the Balancing Act were wondering what a Shpoonkle is or what it meant, and since we weren't sure, we took to the streets to ask, what is Shpoonkle? Check it out.
What is Shpoonkle?
Can you spell it?
I'm gonna guess that it's something my dog drags in from outside.
It's a country in Africa, right?
Shpoonkle.
Spoogle.
Shpoonkle?
Shpoonkle.
I'm not really sure what that would be, but it doesn't sound real appetizing.
It's got to be something like Google.
I don't know, a special kind of animal?
Ew.
It's got to be...
What is Shpoonkle?
A utensil of some sort.
If that actual person was a schmoogle?
I would look in the silverware drawer.
I would use it to travel.
I would play basketball with it.
Is it a bar that I can go to for happy hour?
All right, Robert, a lot of varied answers there. Were they even close?
No, not at all. Shpoonkle is a made-up word. It's a funny word. It puts a smile on your face.
It does.
And people are typically intimidated by lawyers and by the legal profession. So I thought by having a funny name, a friendly-sounding name, it would make people a little more comfortable and just make it a little easier to find a lawyer.
Shpoonkle. Love it. And you took it one step further because you've got the really cool name, Shpoonkle, but then you also have a really cool rap music video as well to kind of get the word out there about it. So let's go ahead and watch that as well.
If you are stuck in a lawsuit and you just can't do it, Shpoonkle.com will help you through it. If a price of a lawyer has you saying no way, Shpoonkle.com will make you feel okay. It's a place where clients and lawyers can meet to work out a deal that's affordable. Neat, they got a whole bunch of lawyers who will bid on your case, and that should help put a smile on your face.
That was a little crazy. You got me interested. I'm in. Tell me about Shpoonkle and how somebody at your age said, okay, I'm going to start this company.
Well, I graduated college in 2 years, so I graduated at 19, and now law school I'm graduating in 2.5, so I'm finishing at 21. And as a law student, you think about, what are you going to do when you graduate? It's a problem everyone has on their mind. So I started doing research, and what I found is that about 20% of all law school grads have no jobs. And about 1 million people last year were turned away from legal aid, which is government-funded attorney assistance. So I thought, if there's a legal service, if people are looking for legal assistance, and there are people willing to provide it, why isn't there a service for the two to meet? Now, additionally, I like to think of it as like a legal donut hole, the same way as a medical donut hole. You make too much money to afford legal assistance from the government, and you don't make enough money to afford $300 an hour. So I think Shpoonkle bridges that gap and really makes it easier for people to find an attorney for an affordable price.
All right, so you talk about bridging that gap, which I think is just such a key phrase given these economic times. How does Shpoonkle work?
Well, on Shpoonkle, a reverse auction means attorneys compete against one another, each attorney bidding less than the last attorney to get you as a client. So one attorney may bid $150, the next would underbid them, and so on, and you end up saving a lot of money. Now, the national average, I said, is about $300 an hour. We've successfully cut that 1/3.
Now, let me ask you this then. So how does one then go about using it?
So you go on the Shpoonkle website, you make an account, it takes seconds, you get instant access, you fill out a form, post your issue, and all attorneys in the state and under the fields of law you indicated are notified. You receive bids, you go back on the site, look at the attorney's credentials, look at the rate they provided, and select the attorney that fits your budget and that's right for you.
Does it really work? I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who are thinking the same thing. Are there real women out there who are getting this help from real attorneys to help solve their real cases and compete for their cases? And I'm sure this is a question that you probably have heard more than once.
Right. Shpoonkle definitely works. In less than a year we've been running, we've helped over 1,000 people connect with attorneys. Over half of our users are women. With issues ranging from criminal law, corporate law, divorce, every aspect of law you can imagine. Shpoonkle does the work for you by reviewing and making sure that all the attorneys are in good standing.
All right, so let me also ask you this. How much does it cost? Is it within reach for the average person these days?
There's actually no cost. The site is free to sign up.
It's free to sign up.
Free to sign up and free to use. There's no cost. Whatever fee you arrange with the attorney is between you and the attorney. Other than that, we charge nothing of the clients or the attorneys.
Wonderful concept, Mr. 21-year-old CEO of Shpoonkle. Thank you so much for stopping by and sharing it with us on the show this morning, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
And to learn more about all of this, just visit Shpoonkle, yeah, I love that name, right? .com to get attorneys to compete to resolve your legal issues.